Hey guys, it's your girl Larry. Welcome to the L Life, where we talk about bundles and important stuff and bundles and makeup and life and bundles. So yeah, so this is a cute little burgundy eye look that I came up with. Something to kind of match my hair color. It is date night, and on date night we get beat, okay? Sis, date night, we get beat. I know on Wednesdays we wear pink, and on date nights we get beat. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get onto this video because I'm sure y'all are tired of me talking and you want to see this beat, so let's do it. Okay, so first you want to start with a fresh, clean, moisturized face. I've already done that. For my moisturizer, I use the Belief, the True Cream Aqua Bomb. This is from Sephora. It's pricey. It's like $38. Every time I go to the store, I'm shocked about how much it is. Like, I've never bought it before. But also I use this in conjunction with a face spray. So for face spray, you can use any facial mist. What I have on hand right now is the Face and Body Mist, the Water Collection by Bath and Body Works. That's what I'm using. It's pretty good. The one I had before was the Mario Badescu, the facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. This is really good too. It's just a little bit more pricier, but it's really good. It's probably best for makeup than the other, but they both work pretty well. This is moisturized and ready for the caking and the beating, honey. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our primer. So I'm going to use the Sephora Beauty Amplifier. This is gel based, which is really great for oily skin. You want something gel based, and I just use it in the parts where I get very oily. So for me, it's my T-zone, my cheeks. So basically I'll just pad that into my skin. If you guys see me looking over here, it's because I'm using my smaller mirror over to the side. So let's pat that into the skin. And yes, because I am extra, I'm going to use two primers. This one is a hydrating primer. I'm going to use this for the perimeter of my face, which doesn't get so oily, because I don't want all that. I do want some matte, you know. Who don't like matte? A girl like matte. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to start with our base. So what I'm going to use for foundation is I'm going to use the Nars, what is this? The Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I love this foundation. I heard people talking about it forever, and I just never really got on the train until recently. I like this a lot. So we're going to use this along with our Morphe brush. I love this brush. Love this brush. And it makes me really sad that I like Morphe's products so much because they're selling Jeffree Star, and that means I can't buy it anymore. What I like to do is I like to work in one central area and get that covered and then go the next. To get my brush a little wet so that my foundation moves a little bit better, I'm gonna use my MAC Prep and Prime. It's not the special one with the gold flakes, it's just the regular one. And so as you can see, I'm working in one area, and then I'm going to press it into the skin. And I'm also going to put it on my eyelid because it's a good primer. It's a really good primer. So you don't have to get like eyeshadow primers to have a good primer. What you can do is you can just use your foundation or a concealer as your eyeshadow primer. All you really have to do is put some on your eye, spread it out, blend it out, and take like a translucent powder, your setting powder or any powder, and place it over the area or over your eye, and it neutralizes your eyes and it gives a good base. So, you know, that's just a way to use makeup in different ways. You don't have to get like an eyeshadow primer for your eyeshadow. You can use all types of things. And so I don't know if you guys can see, I still see a little bit of my skin. So this is kind of like your skin, but better. Even though I am using this for a quick little beat. Not gonna be quick, girl, but you know, a beat, you know, whatever. So I like to layer this up just to give me the kind of finish that I need. And then we'll even put some on our wig because, you know, she wants some coverage too. So, and I don't blame her. Okay, so now that our foundation is done, what we'll do next is I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna do my brows off camera. Okay, so now eyebrows are on. They look like twins, I think. Fraternal. I don't know, they look all right. So next we're gonna do is finish up the rest of our face, which is our base. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do concealer. So what I like to do is layer my concealers because I am insane. And I like it, and I feel like it gives my makeup more of a pop, more of just dimension. I don't know. So what I'm gonna take is my Fenty Beauty Stick in Caramel. And as you can see, I use her a lot because this is all that's left. And then we're just going to highlight the areas of our face we want to highlight, which are the high points. So next I like to do also, like I said, I like to layer concealers because I am crazy. I'm going to take Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I love this concealer. I got mine in the golden beige. I love this concealer. I love it. So we're gonna go over those areas. Last but not least, we're going to go over one more time this, and we're gonna go with our Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in the color Medium Tiramisu. So I like this because it adds just a little bit of a golden hue. Okay, so now that we've put our highlight on, we are going to contour. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Stick in the color Truffle. Not sure if you guys can see that. And I'm gonna contour, so I'm gonna bring it down to like midway of my cheek and put a little bit by the temples. And then I'll do the sides of my nose. So I like contouring and highlighting this way because it kind of gives a little more dimension to the face. It blends in. It's like a seamless transition when you start blending. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge. Love this sponge. It's $5. That is it. So if something happens to it, it is okay because it's $5 and it's everywhere. So love this sponge. I like it better than my beauty blender. Honestly, when I bought this, I can't find my beauty blender no more. We don't know where it's at. So we're gonna go ahead and start blending. And when you blend, you wanna bounce your sponge over your product. You don't wanna wipe or rub it in. You wanna bounce. And put it on that eye, because like I said earlier, this serves as a base for your eyeshadow. So spread it over your eye. Use that expensive makeup, because girl, I know it's expensive because I buy all of this with my hard coint. And blend the lighter portions out and then blend your darker areas or your contoured areas. Okay, now that we're done highlighting and we're done contouring, we are going to set. I'm going to use Laura Mercier translucent powder to set my face, and I put this all over my face. I haven't gotten into the translucent powders that are like different shades because I haven't, because I've actually bought 2 of these by accident. Like I thought I lost one and I bought it and then I found it like 2 days later, but then I couldn't find my receipt because, you know, that's how life works. And I was stuck with 2 powders forever, and it was awful because I was just like, oh my gosh, I have like $60-some of powder just sitting here, and I just like used it all the time. I don't even know why. I could have just taken my time using it, but I don't know. I didn't know what to do when I panicked. So you were gonna bake, sis. You were gonna bake like you're baking cookies for the state fair. And then we're gonna cut under our highlight, just to help, not on our highlight, under our contour. We're gonna cut under our contour, just to make it stand out just a little bit more, and go around. And then we're also gonna go on our eyes to set them for our eyeshadow. Okay, so now we are ready for the fun part, the eyes. So there'll be several palettes that I'm using. The first one I'm going to use is the Morphe 3502 palette. I really, really like this palette. I know that Morphe sells Jeffree Star now, which means that I can't buy it anymore because I feel some type of way, but I'm still gonna use my palette because I have it. It's mine now, and I'm getting my money out of it, but I'm gonna use this palette. I'm sorry. Sorry if anybody's offended. Now for our crease color, we are actually going to use the color Orb, which is right here. I really wish the names were like up here because this is hard. Like this is hard, but you need it because you need the names, and it's just made it hard. So I'm gonna use the color Orb, and I'm just going to use that in my crease. So we're gonna use Orb, and then we're just gonna put that in our crease. So I'm using sweeping motions. But as you see, as I'm sweeping it, I'm keeping it up near my brow bone. Since I'm going to make this like kind of like a auburn pinky kind of look, I want the color to transition down and fade into an auburn color. So the next color that I'm going to use is right under Orb, which is going to be Heat, which is right here in the palette. It's kind of like a orange, kind of like a burnt orange with some red to it. So I'm basically gonna start in my crease, as you can see right here. And what helps me out a lot with this is I will actually take my brush and put it in my eye socket, and I will just sweep it. Which is just a good way to keep the eyeshadow in one concentrated area and to not have it get all over your eye. And a good thing to do is to knock excess eyeshadow off your brush. That way you don't, you know, put too much on, because it's hard to fix makeup when you've added too much. Next color we're gonna take is the color Chestnut, which is right here in the palette of the 3502 palette. And I'm gonna start that in the corner of my eye right here. So what I'll do is I will start, tap the excess off. I will start by building it up in the corner of my eye. So I'm just tapping it into my eye because I want to build the corner up because that's where we want some depth, and then I'll slowly bring it up into the crease. And so I'm using a fluffy pointer blending brush for this. So just to give you guys a reference, this is the Morphe M330 brush. So it has like a pointed tip. If you can see that, it's got like a pointed tip, which helps with blending that in. And also when we're blending this in, we're stopping about halfway through. So if I can zoom in a little closer. So from this point over, we're blending this out. We're not going into the inner part of our eye. We're basically keeping this inside this part of our eye. And so now we're gonna take a fluffy blending brush. We're gonna go back in with our color right here, which is our first color that we started with, which is the color Orb. And we're just gonna put that, we're just gonna sweep that over our whole eye look just to kind of bring that color back and just to help blend everything together. So now for the lid, we're gonna use the color Bronzy, which is right here in the palette. So the color Bronzy is actually going to be our base. So we're gonna put this all over the lid. Now here you guys could do a cut crease if you want it to be very defined. I don't really want it to be defined for this look. I kind of want it to just fade into the other color. And so this is just going to be our base, like I said, for our next color, because our next color is going to be more of a topper. Ooh, sis, we starting to look like a snack. Yes, we're going to use the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette. Ooh, guys, this palette still has me shook. I mean, I think she released this, like re-released this a year ago, but this palette still has me shooketh. Like it will always shooketh me. I don't care how you feel. So to top the eyelid, we're actually gonna take the color Sunburst, which is right here in the palette. I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to spray Fix Plus on it because I want this to kind of give like a metallic-y look to it. I want this to like really show on the eye. We're gonna put this in the middle of our eye. Oh. Y'all can't tell me this ain't cute. I don't care how you feel. It's cute. I don't care how you feel. I don't care. I don't care. And then to give this even some more pop, what I'm gonna do in the middle is I'm actually going to take the color Ozone and just tap that in the middle of the eye. And then I'm gonna go back in with my M330 brush and I'm just gonna go in and kind of blend out the corner right here into the middle of my eye where I've just put some of my lid color, because kind of reach up a little bit and I just wanted to blend in a little bit nicer. So now we're gonna remove all of our excess translucent powder. I'm going to use my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the color Dark Golden. I'm just gonna take that with the fluffy blending, with a fluffy face brush, and I'm just gonna go all over my face. Next, I'm gonna take my Too Faced, and this is the Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I have it, like I just said, in the color Dark Chocolate. I love this. It smells like chocolate. We're gonna just put this all over our face. We're just gonna put it in our contour. We're gonna put it on our nose. We might taste it. Don't eat this, please. Don't eat this. Because don't eat this. Don't eat it. I thought about it. Don't eat it. Next, we are gonna do our blush. So for blush today, we're going to use Nars Luster Blush. I love this blush. It kind of has like an orangey tint to it. It's really pretty. I think it's gonna be really, really pretty for this makeup look. And we're just gonna take a powder brush. This is from the It's My Ray Ray #2 brush. We're just gonna take that. I'm just gonna just sweep it over the cheeks. Remember to tap off the excess. You don't wanna put too much. I'm just gonna put it on the apples of our cheeks. I like to put this into my contour also, because it can kind of help warm it up a bit if you feel like your contour is just a little too cool. Even though someone might say your contour is supposed to be cool, but I don't want it to be too cool, so that's what I do. So for you guys that don't want that, that's what you can do. And then next for lashes, I'm going to take the Eyelure lashes in the Vegas Nay Luxe collection. Love these lashes. They're from Ulta. I have no problem with drugstore lashes. I'm sure if I got a pair of like the really like bougie mink lashes, I would be like, oh, can't do regular no more. But right now we're gonna do regular because I like regular. So we're gonna take these. Waiting for this lash glue to dry. Am I the only one that thinks it takes lash glue forever to dry? I mean, ugh, it's ridiculous. So guys, real random, if you didn't hear it, it's thunder and it's raining hard, and it's what, like I think like 9 o'clock. The weatherman said at 4 p.m. this rain would be over. He has lied and told falsehoods, and that's not okay. I just feel like the weather, comment down below if you guys feel like the weatherman just lies, just says things, just says fables and tales, and just says things that end up not being true. Just comment down below. Okay, back to this makeup. Take a black eyeliner. I'm going to use the NYX Professional Makeup Waterproof Black Liner, and we're just gonna line our waterline. Sorry guys, Bae was nice enough to get me a drink. I love him. Now I know why I married him, because he make my good lickles. Now, because we want to add some dimension to the eye look, because you know we want to be extra, what we're going to do is we're going to set our eyeliner. So what I'm actually going to take is take our deeper crease color, which is this color that we used before, which was chestnut. I'm gonna get the excess off. And I'm basically going, if you guys can see, I'm basically gonna go in and fade this out. I find if you go midway to your eye when you are setting it, if you just go midway and stay there, it doesn't look like blotchy and blurry and like you've been crying and had a real rough night. So just go midway to your eye and blend out. Leave this part alone. That's just for me. That's just my preference, what I find helps me. Y'all, we are in the home stretch. Now, for these beautiful bottom lashes, what we're gonna use is we're gonna use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, for any makeup girls, one of our most favoritist parts is the highlight. I love it. I stack my highlighters. Yes, I'm being extra. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm extra. I'm sorry. Highlighter by ColourPop, and I'm going to actually take that and put that in the areas that I want to highlight, of course. It kind of has like a bronzy, like peachy undertone to it, which is why I want to use it in this look. And to be honest with you, I use it in all my looks because I like it, and that's all that matters, is that I like it. Oh, guys, I forgot a really good trick. So if you want your lips to appear bigger, this is a great trick for you. So what I'm gonna take is my contour stick. I'm gonna go underneath this bottom part of my lip. I'm gonna go underneath the lip and just blend that out. This kind of helps your lip like kind of poke out a little bit without, you know, getting all these injections and fillers, because I ain't rich and I don't like pain, and fake it till you make it, sis. Okay, back to this highlight. What I'm gonna do first is I like to spray on my MAC Prep and Prime, because it kind of lets the highlight, it kind of gives it some oomph and some pop. So yeah, we're gonna start with that. Woo. So next I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. Love this, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to take this and go over my already highlighted areas. And as you can see, I'm going around my face in a C shape so that when I turn like in the light, I've got like a rounded highlight. Looks like an overall highlight. Doesn't look patchy. Tip my nose, and then I'll go over my lip and highlight that too. Just the tip of. And guys, for a really good trick is if you feel like you highlighted too much, take your powder brush that you used before when you were wiping off your translucent powder and just go back over those areas. And it kind of mutes it just a little bit, just so that it looks a little bit blended. For the lips, all I did was NYX pencil in the color Ever, and I did the Fenty Diamond Milk over it just for something easy and quick because I want the eyes to stand out. I ended up doing an inner corner highlight. I just took the Fenty Galaxy palette and I put Milky Way in the corner of my eyes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. Remember, you guys can follow me on Instagram at loverchanel. That is where you can see all my pictures, my personal life. For any wig info you guys want to know, because I do make wigs on the side, follow Frontal Beauty. I do make custom wigs. There's nothing in stock, so you'll have to contact me and we'll set something up for pricing. But yeah, it was fun, guys. Hopefully you got something out of the video. Hopefully you love the makeup look, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.